Well, hello, and welcome back to the tower. So first, let's look at the tournament. So somehow I managed two fourth place wins. I have no idea how that happened, but I am eternally thankful for it. This has been great. Obviously, we got some extra stones from it, so that's always good. And that's really helped me towards our goal. I actually was going to make this video earlier, but I realized I need one more tournament before we reach our goal. Second, we got a new event. It is the Anubis and the Sphinx event, so that's great. These are two great relics. Make sure you earn both of them. Obviously, with the tournaments in progress, I didn't get the bug this time. And I did read something about the events. So I already had the tower hourglass and background, but basically these two songs, Oceans Sing and Hiding in Himalaya, they are apparently going to be also giving us a coin bonus soon, so I just went ahead and purchased them. That's great. I don't mind, and there's not like we're going to have tons of music tracks. So there was an interview with Crowbar Zero and Fuds, and basically there's going to be a third song, and they're going to start adding the coin bonus. So that's a version 25 thing. I don't know what was going to happen with these, if they were going to rotate one in and then I was going to miss it, so I just went ahead and bought them both now, even though they don't give us the bonus. Now, obviously, this means we can't invest in our boy Golden, and that's because we're basically blocked by now. So we have a lot going on, and I haven't bought any Ultimate Weapon Stones, but that wouldn't really change where we're at either. I guess I could go ahead and do 2 right now, so that's 1, and that's 2. And then basically we'll see where we end up. I have a feeling we're going to roll this whole event over, and we'll just have to try again next time. It's going to depend. I think they're starting to do a repeat and then a new event. So basically it's every other event that I have to buy a new skin. So in terms of that, here is my coin bonus. So you can see I'm farming tier 11 now. I was kind of split on that, but I think tier 11 is probably just as good as tier 10. It's just quicker. So that's why I went to tier 11. That could be the wrong move, maybe. Sometimes they still do tier 10, but tier 11 has been sort of the winner. I really don't know because I don't time my runs, and this is 77, and this is that, and this is about 24, and this is about 20 trillion. So I think the tier 11 wins just barely. I don't know. It's been giving me extra cells, or I can't really tell where the cells are coming from. But that's that. Oh, we do have this. So we're going to go ahead and do this. We're going to do event. I had a lot of requests to see gameplay. It's one of those things I don't think about because I assume, like, everybody, like, I see my gameplay all the time. So it's kind of like, I see my gameplay all the time. Really? I didn't do it. All right, fine then. There we go. So we'll grab that, and then we'll let this burn through. I think we can do like the first 50 waves. So this is so that's death wave. This is the death wave wall kind of here. Like when I first saw that, I was really confused because I didn't know we had a death wave wall. I thought like, what's this red ring of death? It reminded me of my Xbox 360 when it died. But that's apparently what the wall looks like. Obviously, my black holes are still pretty small. They need to be bigger. Oh, can we get it? Come on. Give me the gems. I need to predict. There we go. I had to predict where the gem was going to be. This is obviously the very accelerated version. And we'll hit here at tier 50. And then you can kind of just see things. Again, like since I see my combat, like to me the combat doesn't really matter at all. I don't care about what's going on here. I just care about this number and this number. So there you go. There's some fighting for you. You can vaguely see my spotlights here. It's like I have so much stuff going on you can barely see. So these are my spotlights. I still only have 3. My 2 black holes, my chrono field, my death wave wall, and all of the space displacer landmines around me. And then there's Coinbot. Big old Coinbot. So that's kind of where we're at. So there we go. Now we have some gameplay footage. I had been requested for that, and it gets so chaotic to me I can't even tell what's happening most of the time. Now to the workshop. So actually, we're going to do researches first. So you might be wondering, wait, you only have 102 trillion? And that's because I ended up starting the Shattered Shards level 3 lab. I didn't know the cost of this lab was so relatively inexpensive. We're scrolling. It's only 170 trillion. So, and it's 64 days, so I was like, oh. Well, I guess I need to, since that was in my realm of affordability, I was like, well, I guess I need to just go ahead and start it. So that's what happened. This is already started. This will be done in 3 weeks, we hope. Maybe a little faster. It kind of depends. Right now, we're looking at 20 days from the making of this video, which is roughly 3 weeks. I'll probably, if I get an extra 4x boost, I'll drop it on here, which I probably will have tomorrow. So then it'll maybe get to Shattered Labs level 4. I mean, it will complete level 3. We're probably not going to do level 4, because I think level 4 is like... I think that one's like, I don't know, a lot. I didn't expect to just take it to 3. Show cost, let's see. That is 680 trillion. So unless I dramatically increase my economy, right now that's 3 weeks worth. So I don't think we're going to be doing that anytime soon. And that's a 90-day lab, so basically a month of long lab with a 3x speed. So I don't know that we'll be doing that anytime soon, but we'll have to see. Yeah, we're going to have to see. And then, of course, I am working on Deathwave Cell Bonus. That's the number 1. This only goes to 20, so as soon as this is done, and this will be done by the next video, we're going to swap in Deathwave Coin Bonus. As soon as that's done, let's go look at Deathwave. He's up here. Because I think Coin Bonus doesn't go up that high. It's already at 17. I have to check what the new things are for this death. Yeah, cells to 20, coin bonus to 20 as well, so there's 4 levels there. So that should be pretty quick. Obviously, I wanted to do cells first for hopefully obvious reason. And then we're looking at health. Health goes to 30, damage amp goes to 30, and armor stripping goes to 10. I'm thinking we'll probably do armor stripping to 10 next. I mean, after coins. We'll do that after coins. And that'll take a while to chew through, as you can see. Especially since it starts at 2 days. And, ooh, it gets kind of spicy after, like, rank 7. But with how annoying armor stripping is, I think we need to get that up. We probably need to max that, because taking 10, doing a 10, you know, every time you have Deathwave go out is probably worth it. Then there's amp and health bonus. Obviously, I'm just going to take the health bonus all the way to 30 after that. That puts it from, it's at, I think, 10 now? Yeah. It's at 10 now, which is 750. And that'll take it all the way to 1250. So that'll be kind of a nice bonus. And then, of course, we have amp damage, which will be the last one I'll probably do. And we'll take that all the way. Obviously, a lot of this depends on how things free up. Because, for example, wall regen only goes to 30. So maybe we get that to 30 and we're done with wall regen. I don't think so. That one's a long one, too. Wall regen, 30 is... Yeah, that gets up to 70 days, so that's gonna be a while till we chew through all the wall regen. Wall fortification also goes to 60, so it's gonna be a while until we chew through all that. Let's see, we're at 46 right now. Let me see how long it'll take to chew through the rest of this. 155 days, so that's about 50 days. So we're going to be chewing on this lab for 2 months. And lab coin discount. Of course, this one's at 85 now. Oh boy, what a lab this one is. And this one, we have 290 days left. Ugh. So that's going to be a big one. That's why I 4x that one, because I'm trying to get that one done as quickly as possible. So if I can keep it 4x, which I think I can, it'll be about 72 days, so that's about 2 months too. So yeah, and then obviously after I get lab coin discount, I'm going to do defense percent. We're just going to get that one. And that's another one that's going to take an eternity. I'm already at 38. Trying to get that to 50 is, yeah, that's a 2 year lab. Which if we 4x it, that's 160. So that's going to be like a 6 monther. That's a 6 month project to get my defense up. And am I going to max it? Absolutely, absolutely. Because I think I'm getting carried by my defense in tournaments by now. And really and it's basically going to be like even at 4x, it's going to be less than 1 lab a week. That's something. Yeah. But that's another project. So that slot is basically cooked. Well, all these 3 slots are cooked. So the reality is, when will I do Shards level 4? That's going to be an open question. And then of course, I mean, it's going to depend, right? I'm assuming we're going to buff Death Wave up. I don't foresee my income changing too dramatically, but again, if I keep doing well in tournaments, like we're going to be dropping the cooldown of Golden Tower and Black Hole, which will be very nice. Be able to get a cooldown of Black Hole to 50 seconds, which is max, and of course Golden Tower to 1 minute and 40 seconds, which is also max, and then we may do some more investing in here. Like for example, I know we're going to get 2 ranks of Black Hole duration. Will we get more than that? I don't know, and we're definitely going to get some more size because the 42 meter size was a size based on there was some kind of bug, and now that they've repositioned Black Hole and they've done all these changes. Probably can get a couple more, get it quite a bit big. I think we can just gold box it. Because I think the size still only goes up to like 70. And I don't think it's that expensive to gold box. I have to look at my calculator now. I could be lying. Yeah, so it goes to 70, and from... I guess I have a 42 meter size, so going forward to get 44, it's only two. Okay, so I guess it is a bit. It's 2,052 stones, so I'll probably kind of get the duration to 30. The duration after 30 really isn't too bad, but getting it to 30 seconds, it's 4,000 to max because the last ranks, like we probably could take it to like 32 seconds, maybe 33 seconds. That's that. I don't know how far to take that because that's a question. But yeah, getting it up to 70 meters from where we're at, that's going to be kind of expensive. 2,000 stones. So the interesting thing is if I do invest, but I don't think I'm going to take it to 38 seconds because that basically makes it permanent. And I don't know that I would take it quite that hard, especially with the higher ranks taking like 400, 500. I could see going to 34 seconds, which I think is 417 stones. Which that wouldn't be too bad, but that's basically a week's worth of stones to get to 34 seconds. We'll see. So that's kind of, we have a lot of things in the air. And then obviously, once I do that, you know what I'm going back to do? I'm going to go buff Death Wave. So we're going to drop that from I think it's 120 right now? No, it's 130. And we're going to have to spend the stones to drop it back to 100. So that's definitely a thing we're going to do, and then we're probably going to increase the quantity of Death Wave too. I don't know that we're going to we'll probably get it to at least a quantity 3, and then we'll probably throw some damage on it. Maybe do a quantity 4. It'll kind of depend. Don't think we'll go as far as a quantity 5. But a quantity 5 would be interesting, because with a 100-second cooldown, that means you basically have 5 waves, obviously, and that's 20 seconds basically of coverage. So it might be worth doing, especially when we consider this is our only way of getting extra cells. So maybe I'll bite the bullet and get the quantity maxed out on Death Wave. Now that I say that out loud, and considering how important cells are, because that's what I think I have to do it. So we'll probably do cooldown quantity, and then of course we'll throw some into damage. We'll see how much damage we get. Obviously, this is so far into the future. I'm looking at... I get luckily, like, let's say 400 stones a week, right? And I don't even have my cooldown done for black hole. So 400 stones a week to, let's say we just max black hole size out, right? That's 5 weeks to max the size. And to get the extra cooldown, let's say we go to like 34. That's not too bad. It's probably... probably 3 weeks there. So we're already at 8. Just to get black hole taken care of, we're at 8 weeks. So at 8, and who knows how this is going to work with the tournament revamp. So yeah, so we're looking at 2 months, and we might finally have black hole done. But what a miracle that'll be. And there's also a rumor that we're going to get another ultimate weapon. So hopefully it's a good one. We'll see. But I can't imagine that. The reality is, after we get all that done, the 8 weeks of black hole, and so I don't think Golden Tower, where are you, Golden Tower? We might be putting some into Golden Tower duration too once we get 8 weeks of black hole. We'll have to see. Oh, 34 seconds is high as I could go right now anyways with the duration. I couldn't go higher anyways without getting more duration on Golden Tower. But, you know, again, then doing that, then we have to spend basically 3 weeks worth of stones and just a cooldown of Death Wave, which we're going to do. And then we'd have to spend roughly probably another 8 weeks on the quantity for Death Wave. And I think that's really important, though, for the cells. Because the reality is, lab research is always going to be king. And that's not even counting doing something like getting more, we still, once we get all that done, then we have to come back to Chronofield and fix Chronofield. Because right now we're basically we're keeping Chronofield up with substats. So it's a whole nother ball of wax. And then there's the Chronofield speed reduction. Which apparently the slow percent, I have 60 now. To max out the slow percent, which I probably need to do, takes another 2,000 stones. And so another 2,000 stones into Chronofield before we even try to level it out. That's another 5 weeks. So we're looking at so many weeks into the future. We're going to have to hope the tournament kind of gives us more stones, or a miracle happens, or angels start singing my name, or who knows. Regardless, that's kind of, I wanted to touch on that because there was a lot of things that happened. So one of the suggestions I got was I should work on my skips more. And so I figured, sure. This was before I realized how much Shatter Level 3 was going to cost, but we're still going to do it. Okay, so that's the jump. So at 320, we have the jump. Let's see. Yeah. I was waiting to see when it got a lot more expensive, and it's basically at 320 we get the jump. So now, with it being 66 or 62 trillion for each, this probably makes a lot more sense to invest in other things. Because at 24 trillion, I could get an enemy level skip plus. I could get, I could invest in here. I'd really like to get another coin bonus level. And maybe some cell bonus. We'll see. Obviously, my wall. Wow, I didn't realize that my health and my wall, these are still pretty low. My goal was to actually unlock attack speed for more crowd control, specifically to combat armored. To have as much attack speed as possible. That's 260 trillion. That's probably within reason to do next week. So those are kind of our options. So what I would like to do is unlock attack speed, invest in attack speed, and have that. And then once we get attack speed unlocked and we level it up to a decent amount, which I imagine is going to be super expensive. I imagine it's going to be enemy level skip plus expensive. So I'm assuming we'll get that and get some more into enemy levels. And so we'll come in here, get the attack speed unlocked, get it to at least 0.07. Maybe we might even go to like 8, because I can see us getting another rank of enemy level skip plus. That's pretty reasonable. And then we'll be back in defense, and basically all in defense. I actually heard really good things about landmine damage. That it's actually really good. It's very underrated. And yeah, I don't have any labs on landmine damage. It was basically, somebody mentioned, it was basically like a free extra ultimate weapon. And I can kind of see that with this multiplier, plus if we go back to this. So where are my landmines right now? Right now, it doesn't say how much they're doing. Unfortunately, it just says it does 40x. We're just gonna have to take it at its. We're gonna have to take its word for it. How much is it? 2 trillion. Okay. So it's about equivalent to my health, and this is one of the things I do want to do. Is I'm not going to do it now. I do want to get another rank of health regen. Another rank, another 100 health regen, another 100 on health, and another 100 on wall, and maybe another 100 on wall. I would actually love to get another 100 on wall rebuild, just to gold box that so that the free ups don't go there. I don't know how reasonable it is to assume that. And obviously we're not going to max landmine damage. That's just that. We can probably put like 10 in there. Probably another 10. I could probably put another 10 in right now, but I don't know that I'm going to. I think I'd rather save it. We'll probably drop another 10 in there at least, maybe another 20. I don't have a 20 selector, so it's hard for me to see how it grows or scales. And then, of course, damage. I would really like to max bounce shot range. It just doesn't make sense. Can't see putting more damage in now. We're at 5,700. Damage per meter, that's another one I can't see that we would max. We might put another 10 in it, but that's kind of... maybe. It is cheaper than, like, Rend Armor Multiplier. So it might be reasonable to drop 10 in damage per meter at some point. But that's a pretty easy one to max. Wait, we need to switch this back to 1. We'll see. And all that depends on how my economy develops, right? So we have a lot of farming to do. And all that takes us back to this. To the modules. So once again, I can't shatter my modules. I just can't. I have to wait for the next lab. I was hoping to do it, and then I saw what happened. I'm like, oh. So we're still merging. Let me get rid of I hated the new ones. We're still merging. How many slots? I'm going to gamble 10, 12, 120. Oh, we don't have 120 slots. We'll see what happens. I'm assuming it won't let me if I don't have at least 10 free slots. And what do we get? We got... imagine that. Wow, all commons. That's a new one. Oh, who's this? Anti-cube. Huh. Let's see. We got a couple more. Okay, I'm gonna leave the 160 gems for now. Alright, so first we're going to go through and merge. And, oh, we did, okay. So, we did get that. So, can you imagine where that Havoc Bringer is going? Are you kidding me? I now have an unmergeable Havoc Bringer. I have a 5-star Havoc Bringer, the worst gun in the game. The worst gun in the game is now 5-star. Did I miss any other merges? Okay. I really wish you could stop, like, select the kind of auto merging you want to do. Okay, so I only have one anti-cube. That's fine. So isn't that something? I have the worst gun in the game to 5-star Ancestral. What am I... And see, the thing is, I wouldn't really care so much if that meant that I stopped getting Havoc Bringer. And I've heard that the game, the RNG does not do that. So, like, that would be a great achievement if it meant that now I was going to get more of whatever this one is. Being Annihilator. And like if all of them in the future could be just being Annihilator, Death Penalty, and Astral Deliverance. But that's not how it works. I basically can keep getting Havoc Bringers, which is terrible. Like, honestly, like, I don't mind the RNG, but I do mind it if, like, I have something that's max upgraded. Like, I should not be able to get the Havoc Bringers anymore at all. Until like, everything's max upgraded. You know, I don't know. I feel like there should be some kind of, like, filter for that. Whatever. We can actually level this up, and this unlocks 141, and we have 2% crit chance. I'm not going to reroll this right now. We're saving up our rerolls for I don't know what, but I have 1.5 million. I really wish it would show the commas, but it doesn't. Okay, we're almost to 141 for that. We did hit this, and I got the Chrono Field speed. Again, we can't reroll this until I get off Chrono Field. So I'm kind of like, speed reduction. Okay. It's not a bad one. And then we did, and we got the free utility upgrade, which again, I don't know what I would reroll on my Galaxy compressor. I think we have like a great set. I do need to get these. I need basically. Oh, I'm not gonna reroll anything because we're gonna get reroll changes coming up. They're gonna change something with it, so we're not gonna reroll anything at all. But yeah, obviously this is another thing that could just vacuum away my shards. I really wish they give us control of the pop-up. If we can set the pop-up to say, hey, only stop on these effects, please don't make me look at effects I don't care about, then it's fine. Then I just need to know, okay, how many reroll shards do I actually need to bank up to get these kind of the effects I want? But everybody has hit 141 except our armor module, which is pretty close. I could probably shatter to get that, but I'd rather not. Obviously, we're saving up our shatters. I did have to shatter some earlier today. Let's see. You know, if I was going to shatter anything, it should be... Wait, let's do none. We're going to do rare plus. And let's look at armored. How many do I have? It doesn't give me a count. I do have a lot of armored. I probably have an overwhelm... You know what? We're gonna do it. I think I have the most armored that I haven't done. That's 500. Because I'm gonna need the space. You know what? We're gonna just shatter everything. I have 3 weeks to save up. There's no way in this planet that I'm gonna have enough space for all this. So we're gonna just do all types, and we're just gonna shatter everybody. Because I'm sure I'll just fill my inventory back up again. And this way we can invest the most in everybody. I really wish the game would just give you a checkbox that says, would you like to just skip these one-by-one animations? Like instead of having to, you know, skip those, like, you just check the box and it always skipped, you know? Like, I really don't like these extra clicky dialogues. I honestly would like it if we didn't even get the pop-up at all. Honestly, I would like it if you had an option to just auto shatter blues. That would really be the best. Just auto shatter blues and just be done with it. And then, you know what? I just turn that on and let the chips fall where they may, basically, at that point. Right? I might try saving up like the week before or something. I certainly wouldn't be going as hard as this. And honestly, the only reason I go this hard is because if I if I merge them up, that's less for me to shatter manually. Because I can auto-merge them to rare, and then rare plus, and then just shatter all the rare plus. And that's basically how I do it going forward, is just like we're going to do it like that. There's no reality where I'm going to do it. And then, there's times like that where even with a mouse, I fat finger. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. Oh, we got to save up for the next one? Yeah, right. We have 3 weeks? We'll fill this back up in 3 weeks. Considering this is how full I got it from the one that was like 40 days. And honestly, I'm going to laugh, but I can imagine that by the time we finish that research, in 3 weeks, I might have enough economy where, like, yep, we're just going to do Shatter 4. I don't know that that'll be true. But Shattered 4 is certainly close to the horizon. It's close. Alright, there's everybody. So I have a clean inventory, so now we can go through and upgrade things. There we go. Wow, 15% defense absolute. Yeah, we're not even going to talk about that. Okay, yeah, the reason this one got so high is because because that's the first one that shows up for whatever reason. That's the sort. So I think I was over-shattering those. But hey, we got everybody at least to 141. We now have that unlocked for when we want to reroll. And I did actually take a hit on my trillions there. So probably have to do that research at some point. I don't know when. The research I'm talking about is this guy down here. The module cost reduction. I'm not super worried about when we do this one because the reality is we can just restore it and get it back. So it's, and I'm not getting so many shards that, you know, this is just going to be a coin refund for when I do it. I actually don't know if modules have a cap. I know obviously we want it to go to 161, but I don't know if it caps after that. And yes, let's look at my shameful 5-star Havoc Bringer. Yay. At least I got Ancestral GC, so that's nice. And then we have DC here. And we have Space Displacer. So that's nice. Yeah, I probably should swap Space Displacer, but I really like it. I tried some of the other ones, like Wormhole. And yeah, I know this isn't as good, like, I need the extra defense here. I didn't really want orb speed here, but I got it, and I was like, oh, whatever. I was running out of rerolls. And, this is actually not, like, with my wall, this isn't really that good anymore. So, I've heard good things about, I think it's, yes, you Anti-Cube Portal. This was good when my wall wasn't strong enough to get through tier 15. But, yeah, I think that's going to be it. This has been a longer video than I thought it would be. Hey, we even got 2 gem draws there. So, once again, as always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. And if you have any questions, feel free to say something in the comments. I do always look forward to your questions. And as always, thank you again, and I hope you have a great day.